And then the only thing that we had to do here for this sponsor management equity, we will just have to hit F2 and we make sure that we are including the sponsor equity so plus we want to make sure that we are including the sponsor equity because we have it there set up for us as both the sponsor equity and the management rollover. So we add this amount and whatever the sponsor equity was to be that amount there. So to now determine this in to take the ratio of all of those sources of cash to the total sources of cash, we're just gonna divide it by each one of those sources, we divide it by the total to get it in percentage basis. As you can see, we have it set up there for us. And now we have here the limit that for the line of credit. So in this case, we are saying that this is the maximum limit to withdraw from the line of credit if ever there is gonna be some issuance of debt. For the short-term debt, says that by the time you're paying this, because this is the first tranche of debt that needs to be paid. So we have it set up here for us for the limit of withdrawing from that revolver of roughly $50 million. So what we are saying here is that this limit is the maximum amount that this private equity can withdraw from its revolver. So if there is any issuance of debt in the future, this is the maximum that will be given to them as a result of this transaction. So that's exactly what we are doing here. So in order to calculate the fees, it's going to be equal to this percent, and then we multiply it by the 15,000 limit amount. We have it set up there for us, but going forward for the other tranches of debt, it's going to be equal to 1.5% of the total amount that was borrowed. So this is the fees that is issued as a result of this transaction. So you can look at these fees as the fees that goes for underwriting this debt on behalf of this private equity. So this is fees that goes to investment bankers, as you can see. So we can copy this or ESF. So for the investment banker to underwrite securities for you, you will have to pay them these fees. So this is exactly what we are doing here. So now we want to reference the debt financing fees. So it's going to be equal to the sum of all of these fees here. So we sum all of the fees that were issued as a result of this transaction. So we have it set up there. For the equity financing fees, this private equity already went ahead to raise equity capital from institutional investors such as hedge funds. So we don't have any equity issuance fees as a result of this transaction. But for the debt issuance fees, we know that certain securities were underwritten by investment banks. So as a result, we have that amount set up for us there. So to account for the total fees is going to be equal to the sum of all of these here. So these fees will later on impact retained earnings going forward in the model. So now the total fees is going to be equal to whatever we calculated here. So that is the use of cash. So we are saying that roughly, we are saying here that excluding the restructuring charges and other closing and advisory costs from these total fees, the balance is being issued by the balance of this fees is coming from fees that is coming from fees underwritten by investment banks in order to issue bonds to this class of investors here. Term loan 1, term loan 2, subordinated debt, and even the line of credit. So that's exactly what we are doing here. So we have already that set up for us, and this is very, very important as we have done that already up to this point. So we are actually done with the transaction section, if not for these leverage multiples, which we will come back to do later on in the model. So now we are ready to now begin. We're now ready to project our financial statements going forward. So we can go back to our model, and we have to open all of the sections that we're going to be modeling. So we open all of the sections that we need to model. So the cash flow statement, Alt AJ to open that section. So we have to model all of these going forward. So we already had our income statement set up for us. So now we are ready to begin